Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another video reaction upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, what are you waiting for? It is free to get a good kiki with me. So click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and leave your comments down below. And a friendly reminder, I am doing a subscriber give back, well, a series of subscriber give backs where I give cash money to my subscribers just to show that I do appreciate you guys supporting and subscribing to my channel. So keep subscribing, keep liking, keep sharing. Check out this intro video here where it's going to list the subscriber give backs. I've already did the first subscriber give back. I gave away $100 once we reached 1,000 subscribers. And there are several more subscriber give backs shown below on the intro video shown here. All right, you guys. All right. I'm so silly be talking about, all right. We're about to get into another Country Wayne skits of it all, honey. Child, girl. Thought I was done for today, honey. Child. Girl, by the way, FYI, if y'all watch The Voice of the new season come on starting today at 7 p.m. I believe it's on NBC, ABC, I don't know, one of them alphabets. But it started back tonight, FYI, if y'all like watching that, baby. I love it, baby. They be giving me a good kiki, and I love, the singers too. But we about to get into when Natasha tells Rolanda about Don's time on the pole. I said, ooh, child, what's tea? Don used to be a scrapper, girl. Hey, ain't no wrong with it. I ain't never been one, but hey, I don't knock nobody for their hustle. Make the money, don't make them. I mean, how she said, make the money, don't let the money make you. Y'all know from Players Club, okay? Hey, if that's what you got to do what you got to do to make the money, honey, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because bills don't pay themselves, honey. But before we get into that, I just want to mention, honey child, I'm not reacting to this one, but I do want to mention because I watched it. When Amber asked Wayne, does he think Kai is Anthony's baby? I was like, oh, they get on my damn nerves. See, that's why I don't be want to react to their skits, because why they keep on talking about it? You know what I'm saying? Just be about it. Why y'all talking to everybody but the right people? Y'all need to go to the courts and talk to the attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all went to the attorneys for y'all divorce. Go to an attorney about the damn paternity test. Let them handle it. You know what I'm saying? Shayla ain't running shit. Anthony ain't running. I mean, Wayne ain't running here. But anyway, Amber asked Wayne, and Wayne gonna talk about, so what if it ain't his baby? What you want Anthony to just give up on the baby? I was like, well, hell, ain't that what Arby did? And the baby still got Arby last name. I said, Wayne, the baby, Wayne ain't worth a dime. He is a trip, honey. He be giving some good advice sometime, but not all the time. I think Wayne be being petty a whole lot, and he just doing the most. Like, why he asked her if she's serious about doing this music thing when she the one came to you? You wasn't even thinking about doing it. I mean, you tried it when when Sarah came to you a long time ago, but y'all didn't do nothing with it and y'all ended up leaving it alone. And I believe somebody else did too, but they didn't do nothing with it. Well, I ain't seen nothing come about it. So Amber came to you. She could have went to anybody. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't trying to get no artist or whatever. Then you sit up there and told Shayla, and now she want to be in competition. Then you be messy and hire Shayla and talking about they got to work together. Like, Wayne, baby. Wayne, it's like Wayne on Shayla's side, but child, neither here nor there. But he took me out when he said, so what if it's not his kid? To my what? So he's supposed to just give up on the baby? Ain't that what your baby did? What your brother did? Ain't that what your brother did? Boy, Wayne, if you don't shut up. But anyway, y'all, without further ado, let's get into the video that y'all came for the reaction for. When Natasha tells Rolanda about Don's time on the pole. Let's get into the video. Next on the freaking docket. Sure. As a reminder, all of the content and the reaction and reviews on this channel is covered by fair use and copyright infringement. See the screen below for the copyright and fair use details.
And you just don't have the nerve to keep calling me today. Like, today is not the day that you want to call me 100 times, especially when I've been calling you about a personal business matter that you got yourself into and you don't want to answer the phone.
So
but
you
now,
talked to her? You talked to her?
I answered the phone, but I had to hang up. Because
She said I answered the phone, but I had to hang up. Oh, so now Dawn want to call. She been ignoring her all this time. Now she done knocked boots with Charles. She want to call Natasha, huh? Girl.
I'm not ready. I'm just not ready.
Okay, so
She talking about when she come back from out of town, she want to hang out. Don't text me nothing, Don.
Not when she come back from out of town. So she playing like she ain't never been in town. Like, baby, you was on candid camera. They know you was in town. So it ain't about when you come back. Well, I think she did tell Charles she was going out of town again. And he supposed to drop her off at the airport. But don't play like you was never there, honey. Because Rolanda already got you on candid camera, honey.
I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to see you.
you know what I don't get, Natasha. First of all, I've never seen sisters like this type of rivalry. Sibling, I have never seen.
I've seen it. Sister rivalry, brother-sister rivalry, family rivalry. Like, it's crazy. It's uncalled for, but it happens. Unfortunately, it happens. It happens. Like, that's crazy. People be unaliving their own siblings and stuff. You see it all the time. You see the girl in Houston or whatever just unalived her mama. I seen some years ago where the dude unalived his mama. Then another dude unalived his baby mamas, two of his baby mamas, his sister and his mama. Like, child, folks be, child, baby, it's a lot of family rivalry, bro. Unfortunately, it is. It's sad, but it happens.
Anything to this extent. I mean, and granted, I know, I got some cousins that they sleep around with each other, boyfriend.
Girl. Hunted, child. I have heard and seen of siblings where the sisters will sleep around with the other sister dude. I've seen it where the dudes will sleep around with their brother's girlfriend, fiance, have kids by them, all of that stuff, just like Don did. I've even seen where the mamas done got with the daughter's man, or even the daddy done got with the son's daughter. Yeah, unfortunately, it happens. It's crazy, it's sick, and it's sad. It actually happens. Like, girl, it be even having incest. And child, I know cousins do it too, honey. Oh, Lord, I be trying not to be telling y'all too much business. I ain't gonna put no names on it, but I know some cousins where they were going tit for tat. Like, baby, when I tell you, every so many years they fall out and don't talk to each other because they keep sleeping around with each other's man. I be like, child, I don't get involved. I don't get in it. Everybody, they always wonder what you think about it. I think y'all both wrong because y'all keep doing it. Like, I say my opinion the first time I was asked, but other than that, I be like, don't ask me, leave me alone. And then when they get the falling out or whatever, I don't deal with neither one because both of them want to come to me and talk about the other one. And then they ain't going to do nothing but be cool again and do it all over again. I be like, what the hell is going on through y'all brain? Like, girl, child, it's some crazy going on. And then people always talking about I'm weird and I'm different. Well, baby, if y'all think I'm weird and I'm different because I don't do mess like that, then thank you. Thank glory to God, okay? Because I am a God-fearing child and I ain't into all that type of mess. And baby, and I don't want to be involved in it, honey, child. But yeah, girl, cousins do it. Mamas with daughters, daddies with sons, brothers with brothers, sisters with sisters. It happens, unfortunately, child. And that's crazy. Crazy. It's too many people in the world for you to be doing that. But it's about jealousy and envy. People be envious and jealous of each other and stuff. Like, just that's crazy. Just like the YouTube boy, he was on his YouTube stream. One of Diddy G's youngest sister boyfriend, I think his name was Aries. This boy on her cussing his mama out like she a piece of trash on the street. They invited her out, her and her daughter and his sister invited them out on a trip to Hawaii, paid for it. And that's why I don't never, ever, ever. I messed up one time and went somewhere with somebody where they invited me somewhere and I didn't have no money. I was like, no, I don't want to go because I don't have no money. They were like, I'm going to pay for it, this and that there. You good, da, 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 da. And then got down there and they think that they could talk to me crazy or control me because they paying for everything. So I was like, never, ever, ever again. And I told my son that story a couple of times and I let him know, don't ever go nowhere without no money. Even if somebody's saying the trip is on them or whatever, make sure you have some money because people will do the craziest when they feel like they feel like they have control over you because they feel like you can't get her or you can't do that without them or without their help or whatever. So you don't ever want to do that. And that's exactly how he did his mama. And I was like, this boy crazy as hell. I was like, somebody need to beat his butt. So his mama, I don't know what they was having an argument about or whatever, but when it came on to the live, he was telling his mama, and I think because they was late. I think it was because his mama and his sister was taking too long getting ready, and he said they didn't respect him for being late, but he done put all his money into it and this and this and that, third and the other. So she was like, okay, well, I said I'm sorry. And he just started going off. He was cussing at her, telling her to shut the F up and this and that, third and the other. Then the sister started going in, and then the sister and his girlfriend laughing in the background. They in the back seat laughing at him while he cussing his mama out. She was like, listen, I am still your mama. He was like, I don't give a damn. I paid for this trip and this and that third. Y'all need to respect me and this and that third and the other. I was like, OMG. And this boy like about 20 years old. He like 20. He not older than 22. And he's sitting up here talking to, baby, when I tell you, baby, I would have bought, girl, I brought you in and I take you out. Okay, looking at her like, girl, I know you effing lying. And she was like, you're not going to talk to me like that, because he kept saying what he paid for and what he did. She said, you're not going to be talking to me and disrespecting me because you paid for something. She was like, I am your mother. I am still your mother. And he was like, I don't give a damn. He was like, I don't give a damn. He said, well, find somewhere to stay. After you done flew them out to Hawaii. Now you threaten to put them out of where you having them sleep, lay their head, because she telling you to stop being disrespectful, and then you doing all of this on the live stream. Like, girl, imagine what you do when you ain't on live. You probably 10 times worse. And why DDG's sister in the background laughing and stuff, girl, you dumb as hell. That's why he be doing her like that. He be putting his hands on her. They like a couple of times they were acting like it was a prank, but some of the time he wasn't pranking them. And then her brother won't even do nothing. It took her brother friends to step in and get on him and tell him, don't be talking to her like that and don't put his hands on her. He pushed her all the way down in front of her family. I was like, I know you effing lying. Because ain't no way in hell you gonna put your hands on my family member and you a dude and we all standing right there. Baby, please. I wouldn't even have to do nothing, because the men up in there, baby, they would have whooped his okay? But he always talking to her name TT, that's her name. He always talking to her crazy and stuff. And now I see why. He do it to his own mama. And she think it's funny, girl. If he handle his mama like that, he gonna handle you the same way and worse. But anyway, honey, let's get back into this skit. Cause baby, girl, I was like, I know you effing lying. But that's why you can't go nowhere with nobody that don't let nobody pay for your stuff. You go on your own. Or if they gonna pay for it, make sure you still have some money to get you a flight back or rent a car, be able to pay for your own stay or whatever. I'm not saying you can't let nobody, treat you, because you know what I'm saying, because y'all probably do it for each other. But don't ever go without having no money. See, that was my mistake. And I kept saying I can't go because I don't have no money. They kept saying, no, don't worry about it. And I went there once, never again. But all right, let's get back into the skit.
And all that, but sisters, what is what validates or make her feel like she's validated with doing something like this? What happened to y'all?
Let it out, Natasha.
Dawn was on her final semester. Somehow she always feels like I was this pinnacle child and everything just fell into my lap while she got nothing. That's not true, though. Dawn didn't have the discipline. She kept failing classes, and then when it was time for her to graduate, she needed to take another set of classes. She needed the money to do so, but nobody was willing to pay for it. Not mom, not dad, and definitely not me, because girl.
Wait, she said not mom, not dad, and definitely not me. But didn't you just say she was on her final semester in school? So that's in college. I thought Natasha said that Dawn's mama passed away at a young age, and Natasha knew how it felt because her mom also had passed away, so she felt like she was obligated to take care of Dawn or whatever. See, my sister, she was young. She was still in school. She was when I first got her, she was in elementary school. It was like her 6th grade year. But Dawn was grown. If you in college and you in your final semester of college, that means you've gone to college for 4 years, right? So that means she grown. So why did you have to take care of her again? Girl, sure.
Your 4-year degree took you damn near 10 years.
See? I knew it. 4 years. So her 4-year degree took her almost 10 years. Jeez, OP. So yeah, she was grown then. Because once you out of high school, you grown, honey.
So she went and got a job at Magic City.
Ooh.
Of course, we didn't know that. But
look at Ro face. Ro is like, wait, what? Ro, don't do that. Stop judging. Don't judge that girl. She had to go be a stripper. Then, hey, she had to go be a stripper. Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. Is that how it go, y'all? I know I'm probably messing that up. But hey, it is what it is. I ain't never did it, you know what I'm saying? And I would never do it. Well, hell, I ain't got the body to do it now, but I did back in the day, honey. Back in the day, honey. I could have did it if I wanted to, but I would never. Girl, please, I could never. The child, God ain't finna be looking at me down here doing that. But and nothing wrong. To each their own. If that's what you gotta do, make the money. Don't let it make you boo-boo. Hey, no judgment here, honey. The Ro face look like what? Ro, don't do that.
And she got the job. I mean, Dawn's a pretty girl. She has that long, gorgeous hair, and these girls didn't like her, and then she got beat up real bad. And
what? Now she got the paws put on her. You know when you are pretty and stuff too. Back in the day, well, I don't even know back in the day. They probably still do it now because them kids be jumping on kids in school or whatever. They be clicking up with the group if you ain't with the it crowd or whatever. They did when it was kids that they thought was prettier than them or whatever, and they had low self-esteem. They really would jump the kids and stuff like that. I've seen that a lot, and that's crazy. And the person don't be walking around acting like they think they better than everybody or prettier. But just because people grow up a certain way or whatever, they be envious. You know what I'm saying? They get that from the people who raised them. Unfortunately, like, child, you would be surprised about how many parents be telling their kids to do certain stuff, which is crazy.
she blames us for the decisions that she made. And she says that, she didn't have the career path that I had because nobody would support her. So she just made her own choices, which it just got from bad to
That's crazy. So that's what she was trying to tell Charles in other words. So, but it's not nobody not choosing to support you because you decide that you want to. You probably was one of them. I'm grown and I do this and I can do this and I can do that. Just like with me and my brother, we grew up in the same house. We totally different. You would think we never grew up in the same household, but we did have our traumas or whatever. So I ain't gonna knock him. I ain't gonna judge him. But baby, child, girl.
They were constantly jealous of her. She got her behind beat there one day. They stole all her money one night. Like, it's just, she just blames me for everything. But it don't.
And Natasha, I could tell that Natasha feel bad about that. That's why she was like, and she just blamed me for everything. And that's probably why Natasha kept helping her, stuff like that. But the stuff that Dawn went through is not her fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she realized it now, and hopefully she do realize it, because sometimes you can say it and you don't, and you still do it or whatever, and you just, it's not her choice. I mean, it's not her place to take care of Dawn. Dawn was a grown woman. She could take care of herself. You know what I'm saying? Now, you could have go up there and help her fight them girls or whatever, but for as her taking the wrong roads, to each their own. Like, child, sometimes you gotta let people grow up on their own, because you can't, you could tell them stuff, but that don't mean they gonna necessarily listen to you. Just like with parents, like when these kids get grown or whatever, I can't stand when they be like, oh, the parents didn't do this and the parents didn't do that. That's a lie. You could raise your kid right, and they can still go out there and do whatever they want to do. I ain't gonna even say nothing about the other stuff, because baby. Anyway, let's get back into this, child. You can't, sometimes you can blame the parents, and then sometimes you can't, because just like how I said, I have seen it where parents, and you've seen it too, because they be recording this stuff now and putting it online, but parents will sit there and tell their kids evil and manipulative things to do to other people. But when you grown, that's a different thing. The parents can't be blamed for what a grown person does. Like, they not in a household no more. They grown. Whatever you went through in life, even I don't like Tyler Perry, but on one of his skits like that, he was like, your parents could have abused you, did this, did that, or whatever. He said, but once you grown and you go out on your own, it's up to you what you do. And like, that's what I said. I went through a lot of abuse. I went through a lot of trauma. But I had to make the decision that I wanted change, that I wasn't going to treat my child the way I was treated when I was growing up. And I wasn't going to allow nobody else to put my child through none of the stuff that I went through. And for a long time, I was depressed about what I went through. And I had to go to counseling. I had to, get that stuff off my chest and do better. So, I mean, a lot of stuff that I did at my young adult age or whatever, it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have chose to do better. But I felt like I could do this and I could do that because I went through this and this went through that. You can't blame that on nobody else. Your parents, whatever your parents did or whatever, they did it. But once you grown, you have the choice to make the decision to do better or to do wrong and keep going down the wrong road. It's nobody else's fault but yours at that point. You got to get help, and you got to get, counseling, or you got to do whatever you got to do. And can't nobody force you to do it, because a lot of people, they like, when they see people strung out on drugs or they see people doing it, they be like, well, where is they family? Where is they family? They family let them down because they family should have did this and they family should have did that. No, it's not the family fault. The family ain't let them down, because guess what? A lot of time the family be there and try to help them, and they doing stuff crazy to the family. They can unalive the family. They can take from the family, do whatever. But you can't help nobody that don't want to be helped. A person not going to change and get the help until they're ready to. So sometimes you just got to step back, let go, and let God, okay? Because, baby, you can't force no grown person to do what you want them to do, honey.
Matter. Like that's your excuse. You still need your own identity and your own man and your own life.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people who've gone through hardships in their, adolescent years, and they have done.
I just said that.
Well for themselves, but not her. Everything's an excuse.
Yep. And that's why I be having a lot of family members that be mad at me and looking at me until have even said it. Oh, you think you all that? No, I don't think I'm all that. You just pissed off at me because of how I carry myself. Oh, wait, you rich, you got this, and you, girl, rich where, baby? I struggle all the time, honey. My lights used to get turned off, my water used to get turned off, everything, baby. The struggle be real. The struggle be real. At one point in time, I had lost my job unexpectedly. I've never gone on social media or anything, asked nobody for no money, asked nobody for no help, none of that. But not too long ago, and if y'all been rocking with me, y'all would know a while ago, I put on this channel right here. This was the first time I've ever reached out and asked for help because I didn't have it, and I didn't know where else to turn. And I set up me a GoFundMe and everything because it was at the point where I was about to just lose everything. I had been trying to make stuff shake for like a couple of months, for a few months or whatever. I had them burnt out through my savings, burnt out through everything, you know what I'm saying, except my property that I had overseas. But I eventually had to sell it. And you know what I did? I was waiting for that money to come in. And at first I was like, I'm not doing no GoFundMe because I've never, and I won't say that I never believed in it, because if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But for as me, I'm a person that don't like to ask people for help, because the times that I have asked people for help back in the day, back in my younger days or whatever, it has always been thrown up in my face. And even when you pay them back, they feel like you still owe them. They be like, well, I did this, that, third, and the other. And I'm like, but I gave you your money back. Or I don't never throw in their face what I did to them. I mean, for them, but I will say, but I gave you your money back. So you just feel like because you gave me some, and at that point, had nobody given me more than $20 to borrow, you know what I'm saying? But then they feel like I owe them everything. And when they say something that I supposed to jump, you know what I'm saying? So what I did was, I was like, I had got so stressed out to the point, I was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna set up a GoFundMe and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. So I researched it and everything because I had never set up one before. When I tell y'all, God is good and God is merciful, honey. Because when I tell you, I set that GoFundMe up, I don't even think it was up a week. And probably not even 3 days. I would say probably 3 days to a week. And I could be exaggerating. I know it wasn't over a week, but it could have been less than 3 days. When I tell you I set that up or whatever, and my money came through for me selling my property, because I bought land in another country and I went ahead and I had to sell it, but I didn't want to sell it because I really did want to move out of the country and go over there. But you know what? Maybe that's not what God had in my future. You know what I'm saying? That's probably not what God had in my future. So that was the last little thing that I was holding on to. And so, baby, when I tell you that money came through and it hit my account, I shut that GoFundMe down immediately. And the people, it wasn't a lot. It was just a few people that had donated. I hadn't even took the money out yet. That's how quick that it was up and quick I took it down. I reached out to GoFundMe. I was like, hey, how can I close this out and send people money back? The lady told me the steps or whatever, and then she set it up too where she could just close it out on her end after everybody got their money back. So she told me it take about 7 business days or whatever for the people to get their money back. And she said just double check. She said because on their end it's gonna show it, but she told me like the day before to double check it or whatever, send her email and let her know that everybody got their money back, and she would go ahead and close it out. And that's exactly what I did. And then I had one of the people I knew personally that sent the money to my GoFundMe, and they was like, no, you keep this money. Like, why are you sending me this money back? I said, because I don't need it no more or whatever. And she was like, why? She was like, no, you need to pay your bills, da, 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 da. I was like, I appreciate you and I thank you for supporting me, but I don't need it, and I don't want to keep your money, because why keep somebody money when you don't need it? They may be needing their own money. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's already in the process. Like, you can't even stop it. And that's why I did it. I didn't want to say that I was sending their money back first until after it was set up in the process, because I know people like her would be like, no, are you not giving me this money back? And then one YouTuber that, I coexist with on YouTuber, she sent me some money, and she sent it through the Cash App and not through the thing. And I sent her the money back, and she was like, why are you sending, she sent me a message on Instagram, why are you sending me this money back? I was like, because I don't need it no more. I was like, some stuff came through. You know, I didn't tell them exactly what came through because I don't have to, you know, tell people my business, but I'm telling y'all now. But I was like, some stuff came through and now I don't, you know, I don't need the money. So I don't want to take from people that I don't, you know, don't need the money for or whatever. So even the YouTuber was like, no, ma'am. She sent that cash out right back to me. I was like, girl, like, so I wasn't finna play back and forth sending her the cash out back because I already sent it back and then she sent it back to me. So what I did was, because, you know, she, normally I don't sign up for memberships or whatever, and I don't send money. I still don't send money to YouTubers on the little what's the thing when you can send some money, some cash, people some cash on the YouTube thing or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all probably see it. But you can send them some cash or whatever, and then they have their cash app. Remember, I mentioned it on my videos where they be having their cash apps or whatever. So I don't want to put my card number on YouTube to send nobody no money, because I just don't put my card number everywhere. Because baby, when your card done been hacked before, then you will know. Don't be putting your card number everywhere. So what I started doing is, like, because she get cash apps for her commentary and her videos and stuff. So what I started doing, little by little, I would send some money back. I'll send $50 here and say, oh, that was a great yo video. Even though the videos be great, and I always leave a comment and tell her she did a good video, da 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 da. So instead of me just leaving a comment, I would send a cash app and say, hey, this is for your video you did today, da 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 da, and not sent it back in one time. But I kept doing it until I sent all the money back. So now you can't send the money back and say, girl, keep this money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sending it back to you because I appreciate you, and I don't want to ever feel like I'm taking advantage of somebody. So I did that, baby. Everybody who did donate, I sent them all their money back or whatever. And hey, it is what it is. How I got into all of that, I don't even know, because I done elaborated a whole lot. But I think it was what Natasha was saying. But let's get back into the video, y'all. I'm not sorry that I keep giving y'all story time. But I had to whatever made me think about that, it had to be important for me to share that information with y'all, because I don't think I've shared that with anybody up until now, because it's really not nobody's business. But it's just the type of person that I am. I am different. I could be weird and I could be different. It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, what matters to me is what God says. Okay, when it's my time to step through those pearly gates, when God's looking back at my life and what I've done to people and how I've treated people, that's all that matters. Okay, and I don't treat people ugly. Okay, but let's get back into the video.
Okay, so you're gonna follow through with hanging out with her, or?
I said I want to follow through with the plan. I don't want to hang out with her.
Okay, so Kendrick said he was gonna.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, he said he was gonna try to get her to come to the party. So we need to know she's gonna make. We need to make sure she's gonna be in.
So that's it.
So Kendrick needs to.
I hope y'all tell Kendra that y'all caught them on candid camera. I know it was something that Natasha and Rolanda had just said to make me go into that story time. But to be honest, I talked so much and so long. I done forgot what they done said before I started listening. I feel like I'm lost in the sauce now. I know they was talking about Dawn and her college and her being a scripper and all that stuff. But child, I don't remember everything. But that's all right, because y'all got my commentary because we doing it live. Okay? All right. Look at Natasha. She looks so sad.
So we're just going to have him do it. It's going to be fine. I will act like everything's normal for the sake of this, because if you thought I was going to embarrass her the first time, oh, wait. Oh, just wait and see.
She finna really embarrass you.
Now that I know.
She about to put everything out there. You thought it was going to, well, she ain't thinking nothing. But at first it was just going to be the video of them breaking into her house. But baby, Natasha about to lay it all out. Baby, she about to lay it all on the line about Dawn, honey, and her selfish ways. And I don't blame her, honey.
That you could care less about. Zero respect. I know that these kids better go sit down somewhere. Does this look like a park?
Now, Natasha, don't do them kids like that. It is a park right behind y'all. I saw the swings and stuff over there. Y'all are outside. Natasha pissed. I get like that sometimes too. When I'm mad, that's why I have to shut down sometimes or whatever and shut my phone off and I just stay in the house or whatever because I don't want to be like that and be, irritated about little things. Like you can't get irritated about them kids because they out there. But that when you annoyed and stuff like that, that can be annoying. But then that means you need to stay your butt in the house because Natasha. Girl, them kids ain't did that to you. She told me they need to go sit down somewhere. Told me ain't no park out there. It's a park right behind her.
You're supposed to be sitting your behind down eating some ice cream. You want to be back here.
Okay, you calm down and eat your ice cream. You making me nervous.
Look, I'm trying to stop it before we get to the next. Rolanda said, you need to calm down and eat your ice cream. Natasha, they need to calm down and sit down and eat their ice cream. And Rolanda like, now you making me nervous. Okay, because girl, don't be talking about them kids. Leave them kids alone. They is being kids. At least they ain't out here just being bad. They are being kids. They laughing, they playing, they enjoying. It was a park behind me. It's funny because I know the feeling, honey, but I don't take my frustrations out on people. I have before before I learned to, set myself down and just stay to myself until I get myself together and my composure. So I won't be lashing out on people, for no reason because I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? Because, hurt people hurt people. I wasn't trying to hurt people and I don't think I did nothing to hurt people, but my tolerance would be like a zero tolerance. And sometimes people don't mean to be harmful or whatever when they say stuff or whatever. So everything you don't have to snap on. But sometimes I would snap and cuss a MF out in a minute, honey. And then I'd be feeling bad later because I'd be like, was that warranted? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could have let that slide or whatever, this and that, there and the other. So I get it. And that's why sometimes you gotta just shut everything off. Be with yourself. And when I say be with yourself, I mean be with yourself and one with God. So that during that time, you need to be praying. You need to be praying to God, asking God for guidance, understanding, let him lead your way, let his will be done and not your will, okay? Because baby, our will lead us astray, honey. We gotta let God lead us, okay, honey? Lead us and direct our path, okay, honey, child? But tell me what y'all think about this skit, honey. I know this long because I gave y'all some story times in between times, honey. But tell me y'all don't have to tell me what y'all think about my story times because I don't care. Don't tell me about that. Tell me what y'all think about the skit. If y'all have some similar situations y'all want to share, y'all can share that as well. We appreciate it. Some people do sometimes, some people don't. You don't have to. You don't have to be putting people in your business, honey. But what you can do is tell me what y'all think about the skit, honey, about Dawn, about Natasha and Rolanda, and about all of this that's going on, honey. Leave y'all comments down below. Like the video, share the video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? It is fun over here. We get a good kiki and sometimes you get a good story time, as you can see, okay? So click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all so that you never miss an upload. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and leave your comments down below. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye. Have a wonderfully blessed day, you guys. Bye.